Hi everybody, it's Mr. Mott. I want to talk to you about how to make a bar graph in Excel, all right, for your baking soda lab. So what I have is I have got, in Excel I've listed reactions A, B, C, D, and E. I have a space for my data and then maybe the class average, in case you want to put that on there as well. And then I listed in this column here in column B, I've got the amount of product that would be produced if reaction A happened, if reaction B happened, C, D, and E. Now, these are not the actual numbers. They're just in here so that we have some numbers to work with and show you how to make your graph. Okay? So once you enter everything like this, I'm going to click on A here. And now, normally this part doesn't show up here. So what you want to do is you want to go under Insert, Chart. And all these will show up, and at the top you can choose what type of graph that you want. Now, even though we call them a bar graph, you'll notice on Excel the bar graph goes horizontally, which is not what we want. So we actually want a column graph. And so once we click on that, we can click on any one of these. They'll just show up a little bit differently. And once we click on it, it makes the graph actually exactly how we want it. And we can see just that we want all of our reaction types in the bottom, and then we want the grams on the y-axis, and that's how it shows up. Just to make this a little bit bigger, I'm going to go into this white area on the screen. I'm going to hold down Control and click. Okay, I'm doing that because I'm on a Mac. You could right-click if you're on a PC. We're going to move the chart into a new sheet. And now it's going to show up on the page. It's going to be nice and big for us to see. In the formatting palette, so where I'm going to add my title and label my axes. So if you don't see the formatting palette, then you want to go under View and Formatting Palette. Mine's already checked off because mine's already up. So now I'm going to go under, I'm going to give it a title, and I'm going to type in here, so I'm going to say Products in Baking, maybe in Decomposition Baking Soda. So as soon as I start typing, it shows up here. In the drop-down menu, I'm going to label my horizontal axis, reaction, maybe I'll label these possible reactions. And then on the y-axis, I'm going to label, on the vertical axis, the y-axis, I'm going to label these grams of product. Okay, so we can see that they showed up here as soon as I typed them in. We're looking good. And what we would want to do now is, so what we can tell from this graph is that according to these numbers, my data is close, and the class average is closest to reaction D. So visually we can see that the reactions that we think happened based on our data are closest to reaction D. All right. So now it's a matter of inserting this into our Google Doc. And so the best way to do that is to take a screen capture of it. Google Docs doesn't exactly allow you to drag it in there very easily. So I'm going to hold down Command Shift and the number 4, and it turns my cursor into a crosshairs. And so I'm going to click and then drag. And when I let go, you heard it take a picture. That picture is now saved on my desktop, and now this image I can now put into my Google Doc. So in Google Docs, you're going to go under the Insert function. Once you press that, you're going to choose an image and then drag it in there. Or you can choose the file on your desktop. All right, thanks for watching.